whatever you do.
Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Welcome to Basement. Blunts in the Basement, first placement. 5L rotation, passing, adjacent. So high, make you wonder where the bass went. A good light and good night, your face went. Be willing and able, supreme team, no need for replacement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Basement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. Gang war and six pack, don't get your shit smacked. Don't bring no ride with your lie. We done did that. It's time to kick back, smoke on that loud pack, roll a L up and spark the hell up. Did you get that? Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Welcome to Blunts in the Basement.
What's up?
What it do? What it do?
Boner dance.
Yeah,
Boner dance,
that's
everybody.
right. That's right. That's right.
Right, we gonna have to explain that.
Yeah, we're gonna explain that one a little later, y'all. We're gonna explain it a little bit later. Hey man, you know, it's good to be back, you know what I'm saying? We doing it a little different this time. We outside and like it's like the backyard, bunch in the backyard now, man. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, man. You know?
Try to be sexy for the cameras.
You ugly as shit.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I'm lying.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I like to bite the bottom lip.
That's what the boy was doing when he was trying to take my joint.
Oh,
He didn't do that shit.
shit.
I said, damn.
Oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, this nigga
Hey.
super sexy.
That language speaks.
Yo.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know,
Condoleezza.
it's good to be back, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be back on track, man. Where we need to be at, yo. You know, we got
Yeah.
our folks in the building today, you know what I'm saying? You know,
And it's a very special day. This episode right here is like gonna be forever immortalized because it is the one and only 6-pack of Miller's birthday.
that's right, y'all. That's right, y'all.
Yeah.
It's the anniversary.
Yeah.
Boner dance.
Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, that's right. Keep it boner every day. Keep it boner every day. Every day.
Yes, sir.
It's 2 times every day. Keep it boner every day.
That's
Boner-
right.
Boner
Boner
DS
do.
every day. That's right.
Anyway, yeah, man. So it's been a nice little minute. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely good to be back in the, outside of the building. You know what I mean? And just for the record, we ain't get evicted or nothing, but it's the end of summer and it's a good day, so we figured we'd enjoy this
It's
weather.
beautiful outside,
You know
man.
what
Put
I
the
mean?
shades on.
I want to call up the sun and just be like, can you beam the fuck over there somewhere?
No,
But
this vitamin D feel good. You just gotta be prepared.
it do when it's
You know.
when it's not in your eyes.
You
though.
gotta
Like,
be
I'm
prepared,
not even really
though, brother.
seeing regular right now. I got like a rainbow off my fucking eyelashes
You got
right
cheeky
now.
eyes. Close your eyes. Can't tell the difference.
Yeah, I'm blazing a little bit.
Oh,
I guess.
shit.
Yeah, it's cheeky.
Yeah. See, you got on the glasses and shit.
That's
you
right.
fronting and
Prepared. Stunting.
real
I
and
ain't
shit.
fronting.
shit. I
Stunting.
know you fronting. For real.
Hey, you know, I know it's been a minute. You know, once you go ahead and introduce yourself, because I think you're gonna be
Yeah.
with us permanently, right? You're gonna be with us rocking. You gonna be rocking with us.
I am
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Coming
the
up to
one
the
and
scene,
only.
man.
the one,
Uh-huh.
the
Queen of the
only.
basement. but we going back to the
LG,
basement though.
aka Mayor Stinkerbell.
Uh-huh.
How y'all
Yeah.
doing out there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the special guest is the person that drove her down here. You know what I mean? It was her ride.
No, she ain't dry.
I know. I was trying to make it sound good. I was trying to
Wait.
make you family, but one step above like Uber. So
Oh,
I
shit.
was just gonna fuck with you, but no, you fucked it up. All right. Yeah, I mean, like she's our special guest. Introduce yourself if you don't mind. I'm sorry.
I am the cousin of Lydia. There, and I will be late.
Like,
Okay.
Welcome,
Yeah. Welcome.
I
like,
was
In the
I am-
outside of the
Yeah.
building.
Yes.
Put that professional
that's
voice
me.
on. Let's see that.
That was very elegant right there. Like
Boner dance to you.
Bernard is.
I saw like adult prime and shit when you did it. It was elegant and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a whole
Okay.
lot of jokes today.
Yes, feeling
yeah,
good.
it's a celebration. Typically, you know what I mean, we get on here, we start talking about sports and all that. You know what I mean? Sports is really just getting started. You know what I mean? Do you ladies watch sports? You like Eagles fans by any chance? Right, I know you an Eagles
Well-
fan, right? Kind of, sort of.
I'm a Philadelphia fan.
Ooh.
Period. Win, lose, bums,
Okay.
the shit. Like the shit. Anyway. Period.
Bam.
So, yes, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Union fan. Don't even watch it. But yeah, that's me. Philly all day, every
I feel
day.
like we building our own union right here, like without we ain't kicking nothing, but you know what I mean. But I think we building like a union.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a community.
Word.
Yeah, man. Blunts everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Good people, good conversation. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Where this
So-
come from?
Hold on, just to get on sports, just real quick, make it.
Yo, son.
I don't know. Just smoke. We gonna just
It
smoke.
it go to Cuz next, I guess, right? You ain't catch it yet, did you,
We
Cuz?
just gonna burn.
No, I did not.
Pass it
Yeah.
to her, didn't I?
Oh, you passed it to me. So she gonna pass
No, I
it.
passed it.
It
I
go back
passed
to
it
him.
to
Go
her.
back
I
to
know.
back then.
You're right.
Oh, it's
I
on
go
me.
to the game.
Oh shit.
Mm,
Hey, it's a
Mm.
celebration.
That's right, man. It's big bro.
Oh!
That's big bro
It's
over
a
there.
celebration.
Yeah, that's big bro.
The
over
whole
there.
squad is here,
You
but
know what I mean?
you know what I mean?
We on
Niggas,
podcast right
niggas
now.
is
What's up
camera
with you,
shy.
guys?
You know what I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean? If you want to come in and say what's up, come in and
I'm
say
sorry.
what's up. You know what I mean? About nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yes,
family.
my
You know what I mean? About
You know
nothing.
what I'm saying?
It's big bro, Joe.
You got the
You know what I'm
the
saying?
one and only Big World right
That's
here.
right. He gonna get interviewed one day. What's up, my
President and CEO of Big
Hey.
World Bike Club. You know what I'm saying? What it do, beloved?
brother? You know what I mean? It's my main man right there. You know what I'm saying? Good dude right there.
He's gonna tell his story in the very near future.
He gonna,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
Former guest. He ain't get on with us yet.
That's what I'm saying. I said former.
You said former guest.
I
See,
said
that's
shooting the
cool.
beat. Hey man,
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
had
That inject.
very
Yeah.
good
That
marijuana.
thing-
So speaking
that
of the
thing got
marijuana, right? We could do a little weed introduction too, because since season 1, season 2, shit is fucking official. Yeah, I mean, we are definitely smoking the finest of the fine.
He finally
You know what I
caught
mean?
on. He finally caught on
Yeah.
to my side of the hood. So
It's
now
a
he's
celebration.
living it now, y'all. He's living it.
You know what I'm saying?
He's finally where I've been at. You know what I mean?
I smoke weed like potpourri. Like it's just different colors, different flavors. Just throw it in the L, light it up, and we just go wherever it take me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I mean?
That's right.
Listen, I smoked the mystery mix too.
You smoke
Listen.
mystery mix.
Back-
Well,
back-
that's the best.
See, when I used to do that, it was with I used to do it with roaches when shit was fucked up. I
That's
got
the
like
mystery
crazy
mix.
roast collection.
That's the mystery mix.
Wacky
That's the
today.
Armageddon.
I roll up the whole roach too. Just throw that shit in a whole new L. Like I got lungs of steel. My lungs right now is made out of adamantium.
I catch everything.
It's a mixture. It'd be a
So
little
when
bit
we
of all
talking
that
about
shit.
this sports,
Yeah, we was gonna
I'm a-
talk
I'm a-
because
I'm a
the Eagles,
Eagles
I'm an Eagles fan. Eagles,
yeah, and
Eagles is looking real good. I'm gonna make an early season prediction. You know what I mean? We could talk about it at the end of the season, but I guarantee you the Eagles will be in the NFC Finals.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Okay.
we are definitely a force to be reckoned with going forward.
Look,
You know
for
what I mean?
future reference, y'all, I'm such a nature geek, right? And y'all gonna have to be careful about the spots that we pick because I see something under here. Sorry. No, I saw it first. Let's see. Oh, it's just a part of a little cone. But it's
We
pretty.
getting Nate. We getting okay. I forgot to say that this can easily go to the.
I
This can
really-
easily turn into
It's a motherfucking nature
Steve
show. All right,
Irwin.
you go with
You
your
know what I
spaced
mean?
out, your spaced out high.
She will wrestle
Look
an
at
That's the type
alligator.
of stuff
Look.
when you smoke blunts in the park.
Everything
that
started looking
happened.
interesting. What if that got monkeypox? What the fuck?
Listen, that shit ain't real. Y'all keep believing that shit. Here we go.
Oh, they got me looking at the shit. All right.
Here we go.
So look, yo, real quick. You
Yes.
see, Ben Simmons got interviewed for the first time.
Let's see. I said I'm a excuse me. Let me
Eagles fan.
No, I said I'm a Philly fan, which means I support all the teams. I didn't necessarily say I watch the stats, know the
Right,
players.
right.
Ben Simmons, is that guy who was having a
He's
temper
light skinned.
tantrum?
Yeah,
Okay, the light skin. Okay,
yeah.
there we go.
He finally spoke out for the first time.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, he did. He
Yeah,
and
finally
I
spoke
felt
out for
him.
the first time.
All he had to do was say something. Then.
Yeah, that was cupcake activity. That was all cupcake shit. You know what I'm saying?
The mic was telling me like he didn't want me to play.
Right. Some lame excuses.
I mean, son,
He-
he
No, they weren't excuses. They were reasons. They were his reasons.
because at the end of that, he did say,
At the end of
Like,
the day, you're a
he got-
professional
"You
ball
looking at
player.
us? You know,
You're a
camera work."
professional ball player. You're getting paid to do this. People will be love it. Would so many people would love to be in position of what you're doing.
Listen, but your body have rights, brother. Period. If
No
he
means
said,
no.
if he said,
for women.
listen,
No,
no,
it works
your
for
body,
anyone.
Your
No means
body
no.
has rights
You can't say
over. If he said he wasn't in the space mentally or physically, because if you ain't there mentally in the game, damn sure enough you ain't gonna be there physically. If you ain't there physically, you ain't gonna be there mentally because he said that's not an
Do
excuse.
you know
that
his
was
fuck
a
up?
reason.
Do you know his
But
fuck up?
everybody
Do you
wanna
know what he
say
did though? What he was in the biggest games of the season, he would have the biggest mental lapses of his whole fucking career. Like,
Maybe he suffered with depression.
he do,
Nobody know
he
it.
do. But at the end of the
Alright, then
day,
that's the type of
if
shit
that's the
that
case,
happens
address
to people.
that shit. But don't blame it on the whole fucking city and the franchise and turn your back on the franchise just because they spoke the truth about you. You know what I'm saying? That's all. If right, if you walk past me and your butt stinking, I'll be like, ew. Right? Right? You can't get mad because I said ew, because it was your ass that was stinking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen. Look, Rat. He crazy.
It's like, what if?
Rat. Look, he crazy as shit. Look, Rat.
I see, just because you made that comment, you coming over here smelling
Look.
I can smell it. It's like, no.
smell like roses.
All right. Look, Rat.
Great. Lovely.
Look, Rat. He went from averaging 12 points in the first round, and then in the second round he averaged 16 points to averaging only 4 points in
In the conference finals, in the game to the chip. No,
it should have got easier for you.
All right, I give you another scenario, Rhett. Check it, right? You do security, right? No, check it out. You do security, right? And somebody keep coming past you and they bumping you and shit. We just having a conversation. We just having a conversation.
All right, now we gonna go to real life shit.
Let's talk about boner days.
All right.
How you doing? What
Boner
Boner Diaz is like one of my
Okay. So country. You use a red. You use a redneck Rican. She a redneck Rican.
So I figure when we greet each other in the morning, you know, it's always like, good morning. If you notice, white people always say, morning, or they do that dumbass white people smile. This one. Right?
I hate that job.
Drives me crazy. And I'm like,
crazy. You know why I don't like that? You know why I don't like that smile that the white people give you when they see you?
Because it's fake.
It's fake, and you know how it's fake? It's because they already be partially in it when they see you. Like they walk up to you and the smile is already there. It's like the smile is already there. It's like, but once they get with eye contact, they point it at you. They point the smile at you.
You know, it's
But people that they walking their dog walking up, they already be kind of they see you and go, hey,
They don't say hi, they just give you a smile.
right?
Smirk.
Look at that shit. I be like, you already fucking smile.
What's that?
It's like, you know, you can't get a sound to come through your throat with your vocal cords
Yeah.
and just open your mouth and let the air carry it.
And the
Like,
ones
is that
right
too much
here.
for you? So you just use up all that fucking muscles.
Rather them just do the smile. That way I can give them the nod and keep it pushing. I don't want to say shit anyway.
And that's what they want.
In the neighborhood, walk past me, and my children, and my family, and my friends, and my neighbors, and give that little.
All right, so let me ask you this. So wait.
Something next to it.
All right, so look, we don't want to seem like we prejudiced, but we're not racist. Listen,
I just don't like the smile.
hold up. Let's
Don't say
that,
don't or did.
let me ask you this. When that's the next thing I'm gonna ask you this. If that's about the Caucasians, what you think about the Asians? What do they do with your life?
Let me see. I personally don't now it depends on which Asians you're talking about. I don't have a problem with Asians. Like in fact, there are Asians.
No, it's not about having a problem. It's what you just don't like. Like, what do they do that you don't like? It's not having a problem with them, though. But
There's something that I don't like, but I do like at the same time. I understand at the same time. The economics of it, where they won't necessarily, unless it's like a dollar store, they won't necessarily hire African Americans, but they make all of their
off of us, I don't like the fact that I come there every day and I'll get a Dutch and a motherfucking pink lemonade, and I could be short one day, 10 cents. And they be like, no. And motherfucker, I come to this joint every day, and you put that shit up because you know what I want.
I purposely would go in there with not enough money. Oh, I got you, Jimmy. I got you, Chan. How the kids? All right. No, and leave. I went into one of those corner stores right on 49th in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Okay, with the old purple flag.
right.
And the item came supposedly it was 99 cents, but she added tax on it. It was a soda. And I was like, yeah, no, this is before the soda tax. But she tried to go there, and I was like, no. And the person that I was with was like, here, just give her this. And I was like, fuck no. Pardon my French. I don't know if I can cuss.
This is a
All right.
PG
I was
old
like, fuck
people
that.
shit.
Because
So-
the fact of the matter is, I said, do you know how many people on public assistance send their kids to the store and so on? You know how many extra 8 cents she got?
Right.
She ain't get mine. Nope.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like
Not
about it.
today. Listen,
I don't like the
point
fact that
is, I don't care if it's just 100 people that you're getting that dollar from. That's just an extra dollar that you're milking out of the community, that you're stealing.
Yo, but
And
I don't like the fact that they're lying to us, to telling us that dogs and cats and rats and shit is beef and chicken and other types of shit going on. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't even eat the shrimp after a couple
I saw something.
things
they
on
rescued-
social media.
They rescued the shit.
It's nothing but a sea roach.
I can't even
Kinda like
eat.
my son.
Honestly, I can't even
Real
eat
tough.
shrimp. It is. It eats
Shit.
the bottom. This is a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
But
maintenance crew.
I have loved some butterfly shrimp. Don't get it fucked up with some
I've ate
coconut
some
bread.
shrimp in my life. Once I learned, I said,
But
no,
I
no,
can't. My
no.
body can't eat it. I can't eat it because my body rejects it. I get
sick.
It's funny. It's funny how blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, we are more fucked up on high blood pressure and diabetes and stuff like that because of those type of foods, those bad foods we eat, as far as shrimp and crab and lobster and stuff like that, and all the bad. My man, God rest his soul, my man Beef. I miss you, man. I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? He used to make lobster and shrimp, macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. Like, and I used to tell him like, yo, man, this shit gonna be your heart attack, man. Leave that shit alone. And I felt bad because he wound up having 2 heart attacks. You know what I'm saying? Shit just got bad for him. That shit crazy, yo.
You know, the fact of the matter is that a lot of us were raised up on a lot of things that our parents or our folks, our aunties, our grandmoms thought was good for us. Just like a lot of, you know, different religions and just a way of life. And right, it's just generational. So again, that's, you know, like somebody would say, like we were just talking about the Ben Simmons thing, that might be an excuse, but those are facts. Those are reasons why, you know. And now we know better, and it's up to us as individuals. Even though we're in this together, we are individuals. Self-preservation, first law of nature. You know, we came in as individuals. We will leave out. So therefore, we have to take care of ourselves.
True.
That boy was a bitch ass nigga.
Who was talking about Ben?
Yeah.
He
I mean, he
was
is
a little
one.
whiny, but I feel him though. Like shit.
Brand instead of
I don't feel him.
You know what I mean?
Like no, what I didn't feel was all the
I don't feel the way
the
he handled
taunting
it.
and crying and bitching about it on social media. I feel like if it was, but that's the way of this world now. Everything got to be seen and heard and done over social media.
I know, that's cupcake.
Like, you know, like you know what one of my pet peeves are?
What's that?
Can I just tell y'all, please, cousin? And I might be sounding like a hypocrite right now because part of my YouTube channel is me going out to restaurants and posting pictures and giving reviews, like, because I love giving reviews. Like, Google love me. You know, I don't even know who they are except a search engine, but Google loves me. People love me on Google. I hate when people post pictures of food on styrofoam plates on social media, and that shit look like mush.
Oh shit.
Like daddy eating off a paper plate, bitch, and your mama teach you you'll never serve a man off a paper plate unless he had a picnic. Excuse me, a cookout, not a picnic. They better be glad they get it on a paper plate.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, typically, them motherfuckers is posted in one of them styrofoam little containers with the little
it be like a
sections and
styrofoam
shit.
plate with oodles and noodles.
little spot for the string beans and shit, and right there for the mac and cheese. And whatever the main entree is in the big part right there in the front.
I can't myself. But yeah,
Man, why ain't use the burn? Not burning.
then wait. This ain't blunts in the basement today because we ain't in the basement. Not only that.
It's blunts in the bush.
No, nigga, it is joints in the park.
Joints in the park. Doing it after dark. Oh yeah.
Joints in the park.
Oh yeah.
Joints in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, this the team right here. We the motherfucking Parkinson's 4.
I've been babysitting this. Look, you know we on camera. We're going to act like we don't smoke weed.
Sometimes
This
I'm
motherfucker-
funny.
That little
I'm going to be
doohickey.
around here collecting all the roses and putting them in my pocket.
Oh shit. Yeah. He said you can pick them up like
Damn,
jacks.
that's what I should have had some
Oh,
jacks out here.
shit.
I got jacks at
No,
home.
we need to play some spades, man.
I got jacks
Grown
at
folk.
home, skates in the car.
Play that spades, man. You know, you play spades? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was a nigga before.
He's
I'm
a
gonna be a
reed
nigga
nigga.
later. I'm a re nigga.
Oh, real nigga.
I'm a pre nigga. I'm a re nigga.
Give him back. Hold up. Get him back, right? Get him back. Let's
Oh, you
get back.
freestyling.
Right.
I got balls.
Oh, we gonna go around. We gonna go around.
I got
Gang.
balls like
Come on, man. Listen,
up?
with your crazy
It
ass.
was good. It was,
All right, listen.
it was black.
What do you don't like about what do each nation that you don't like about what they do? Like for instance, right there, like the way that white people really still be that little grunt and just say instead of saying just saying hi to you. The Asian people, which is
I-
Cats.
you know-
Asians kill cats, and I'm a cat lover,
also
and they
don't
kill
like when
dogs
people
too,
say hello.
and dogs like me.
Because I be like, it is. Say hi, I feel you, because I want to be there too. You know, or boner dance.
What I
Or
what I
born
don't
dead.
like about niggas is that they killing each other.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
right.
Yep. They don't recognize how much we have in
what about
common.
Africans?
They
Africans-
always talk about
What I
these
don't like about
bullshit ass
Africans is
differences.
that they don't like me, so I just don't like them.
That's not true
That's
about all
true.
it is.
Africans.
That's true.
Mostly,
No,
it
see,
is.
you know,
They're
because
taught not to fuck with us.
you know what, you know.
They look at you like you are lesser than.
Yeah.
No, listen. I have some people that I've been dealing with who are from Ivory Coast for years, since my daughter was 12 and she will be 33.
Well, you
come
can't
her
count the
birthday.
people from the Ivory
Listen.
Coast because they was enslaved too.
Listen,
So their
Listen.
people can kind of relate people a little differently.
the thing that I've heard was it's not that they dislike what they dislike or that they hate. You know, they've been just as much, brainwashed in a sense, but as we have,
I
brainwashed
agree.
to believe that, you know,
We chose to get on them. That's
we
how-
don't,
that's how
we're
they look at us.
lazy, we don't want to work, you know, fathers don't want to father and parent their children, women just want to party and bullshit and dress like thoughts and so on and so forth. And the fact of the matter is, although they've been brainwashed, what they see now, because a lot of them have come here to the United States, they see exactly what they've been, you know, those parts of what some black life is like.
But they don't understand the
But
oppression.
they don't. But what they do understand is the oppression that they have had as Africans, and how they have come up from under
And
imperialism.
see, I think that when you start weighing oppressions and all that shit, that's when you fuck up the fact that we all look alike. You know what I mean? You know,
The fuck we don't.
Well, we don't look identical,
Yeah.
but we favor. We all
Aaron
look-
got
we all-
good hair.
We all are people of color, and we be a lot
we
stronger
don't.
than against each other. That's all.
Right. And it's
Right.
just-
And, and
right.
and
Asians
to
go
me-
through that too. It's not right. It's class.
No,
It's
race
class.
always matters.
It doesn't matter anymore, but to us it does. That's what it propagates. With the motherfuckers that's making the money and doing, they don't give a damn about some color or some race or some nationality.
It does not matter about race anymore because anybody for them can have money. If you don't have money, in corporate America right now, as long as you
It's always been like that in corporate America.
have money, it doesn't matter.
I mean, money will get you in some doors, and
No.
in the corporate world
In the corporate
is
world,
where you're
you
gonna
ahead of
experience
us.
some of the most
In the
racism.
corporate world, black women are ahead of black men in the corporate world. They'll now push you guys ahead of us.
That's
You
because
see, there's a
they
woman
was
fucking
always
king now.
waking up talking about
Fucking
boner
bullshit.
dance.
They give us the titles, but they do not give us
Get
the
my
money.
company, boner
They give us
dance.
the titles. This is the
Absolutely.
thing. In corporate
They're
America,
exploiting.
they believe that as long as they give us a title,
Right.
that it means something.
That's
It doesn't mean
exploitation.
anything if you're not giving me the money to take care of my family. Doesn't mean anything. Means nothing whatsoever. Nothing.
No, what it means in the corporate world is that if you and I are competing for a job, you're good at before I will.
Not
It's all the way.
If it's
You're on the
if
bottom.
it's
The
a
black
corporate-
man's on the
Now,
bottom.
Listen.
Yeah, the black man's
That's
on the
how it's
bottom,
turned
yo.
now.
It's not though.
It
Because
is.
Believe it or not, in corporate America now, it's not that way. You and I can have the same qualifications. You can make as much as me, and I can make as much as you. They're not going to give it to either one of us. They're going to give it to a 23-year-old that is white that just got out of college. We're not. We're getting.
That's the
This is the thing. They give us in corporate America. There's less people in the world. They give you titles. They don't give you money. They give you this title so that in your brain, you're brainwashed and you believe that this title means something. But then you get
It
to the
don't
real
equate to
world of
dollars.
corporate America, and you realize you're nothing but a
Right, understand that, right?
That's
And
why I don't
and
work with
and for years, well, I'm always the woman. I'm saying I don't care what color you are. The woman's always made lesser than the man. All right, but now, since the black woman has elevated herself, or they have pushed it. Society has pushed
They
the
push them
black
to
woman.
have to play the role of black man because they're the black man in the household.
Well, that's because they bring us down so
Yeah.
low. Look, you can see that in commercials. They'll have a
Yeah,
black
that
woman.
puts-
They'll have a black woman with a white man. In a
No.
second.
What you see in the commercials
It's really
now is
the
the
other
white
way,
woman listen to a hip hop song, pumping gas, saving money with a gas card. I be like, what the?
It's crazy. Like everybody want to be like us, but don't want to be us.
Don't want us to be. Won't leave us be. Leave us be.
You know what? See, that's what messes me up. Like, if we don't worry about nationality or your race, it's going to keep being messed up because our nationality has changed so many different times. We came over here as Negroes on slave ships, to going from Negro to colored, from colored to an Afro American,
Talk
from
about
Afro
it.
American to black,
Yep.
and now we in black and African American.
And
So
the
now-
fact of the matter is that we've accepted all of
That's
that.
right.
And it's actual Africans
Period.
that came over here that are African Americans.
Absolutely.
No, but nobody's actually American because that's a man named Amerigo Vespucci.
Right, but as far as paperwork, that's what the paperwork was.
Well, they would be officially African American, but see, when you call yourself an African, right? A person that we so called label African today, if you talk to them, they'll say, "Oh no, I'm from
Colored.
Ghana."
So,
or
but we
I'm-
want
or
to be
I'm an
called a
Ethiopian
color.
or Ethiopian.
Black.
They know where they come from. They know who their forefathers are. You know what I'm saying? We're the only ones, like Brett just said, we're the only ones that's labeling ourselves as a color in the crayon box.
Now
But
I said,
if
fuck
you-
it,
but we
nigger.
all went to
Now,
the airport.
look, now the new lingo is nigger, and we have all been. I remember once upon a time in my children's life, you could not say that word around me, and
Well,
gradually it's affected all of us. Every person that I know, there is not a black person that I currently know that won't say the word nigga. There's a time in my lifetime when you walk down the street and you say, like, you couldn't call a black man who was handling his business, taking care of his family, doing his thing. You couldn't call him a nigga unless he was out in the street hustling, pimping, or something like that.
Well, the thing is now a lot more people are working. Woke, and the information as to the pretense.
What information? What I'm
hold on,
saying,
hold
what
on.
I'm
I'm about
equating
to
that
break
to
something
is
down
the
to you.
fact.
morals-
What
the
I'm
morals
But
have
I'm about to
declined.
break something down to
Well,
you as
only-
to why.
the
As
reason
to
why
why
I
that
said
word
that.
has a lot more popularity now is because that's not a bad word. We were taught that was a bad word coming up.
I'm not saying. I wasn't saying that any of the word was
Okay.
bad. What I was saying was, off of what Pat was saying, that we've gone from being brought over here called Negro slaves, Negroes, colors. Like we've accepted all of these, just like we've accepted nigga. Now, point blank, period.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
because we use
nigga,
it so loosely.
nigga,
Absolutely.
but nigga, and this is what
Whether
I was
it's a
saying.
bad
is-
word or not, it was a word
but-
it was a word used in a derogatory sense to our ancestors who probably been
Died for it. Died with that
like
name.
died being called nigga. What I'm saying, this is all I'm saying, is that it's just another word, whether it means ignorant or
That's the Americanized word of what it means. That's not what it means.
whatever.
I mean,
I'm
I think
saying that
words.
we've accepted
I think the meaning of words.
I'm
take
saying that we've
precedence
accepted it.
as to why you.
And no, we're not talking about
Yeah.
negoose. We're not talking about negoose.
Right, but the
I'm talking
derivation
about
of
nigga.
the word that
Yeah.
that
Period.
that
Like-
we're using is using it from that.
Like in my lifetime, I've seen men
Derived
like,
from-
who you talking to? You calling who you calling a nigga to? Yo, my nigga,
Right.
and
Like
yo.
like I know people
I'm
don't
just saying,
subscribe.
we've accepted it.
I know a lot of people don't subscribe to the Bible, right? But they called the prophets in the Bible nigga. So that word go back a long time, yo. Yeah. No, it was to demean the prophets. You know what I'm saying?
It
It was
was
too
used in a
demeaning, bro.
derogatory sense.
Yeah, I never heard of it
You
being
know,
king.
some people like
Yes.
try to make it, in comparison to the word negus, Negus.
Negus. You pronounce it negus, but it's pronounced negus.
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 Right.
And the word means, the word is it's a greeting
It
that they
means-
used amongst each other when they came amongst
Meaning
other-
king.
other men, other kings and things of that.
What does that mean?
It means king. Negus. Negus.
It's like calling another man king.
However,
That's how I agree. Every
that's
every.
not-
And that's
That's
the word
not-
that's the word that they were using when the white man was picking up and was trying to figure out what they was called and came up with niggas. But they was trying to say what they was saying. But saying it like how she was saying it, fucking Boner Diaz. You know what I mean? It was their fucked up version of it. You know what I
like
mean?
how people say stuff like, instead of saying Muslim, they'll say the Muslims.
Yeah.
You ever hear? The Muslims.
Everybody- Wow. Yeah,
But the
my folks tried that
priest
shit and I
was
said,
touching
not
the
gonna
little
be
boys.
yeah,
That's right. Yo, so I'm gonna tell you something. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why people don't really subscribe to the Bible. Like they were like, oh, it's been written, rewritten, and it's been this and that, and this and this, and it got all
Because
kind
the
of
Bible
crazy
used
stuff.
to be this thick when I was a little girl. The Bible used to be this thick when I was a little girl. All the books of the Bible, and it wasn't 66; it was more like 70 something.
Mhm.
And
They took the
when
apocrypha
you,
out.
when you read it and looked at the maps and everything, and you compare it to today, it is like our Negus, our African, our black, whatever you want to call it, history.
who you are and where you come from and the story of
Now,
who you
now
are.
how one interprets
That's the problem.
it, or
That is the problem.
The interpretation
and
came
the
from
translations
came from
changing
them.
words and so on and so forth. Now, also with that being said, a lot of us was raised on the King James version
Right,
of the Bible,
right.
which he's
That's
a
the best
whole-
version you got.
But at the same time, how can we say that's the best version we got if you don't research who King James was and what he was into, which was pedophilia?
No, not King James. Now King of
I mean,
Scots.
but so was Africa Bill
That's you talking about the white King James. No, you talking about the white King James. You talking about King James of Scott? He wasn't no faggot.
That
He was no pedophile,
Bible
nothing.
says King James version.
Version. That's why he authorized. He authorized the men, the scholars, the transfers from Hebrew and what's that and Latin into English. So he didn't sit there and write nothing. He just authorized.
I'm not saying he wrote it. I'm just saying, he was into some shit.
That's the white King James. After he died, so like the word Europe, right?
Okay, so and it
Hold
was
on, hold
still
up, right?
translated.
Oh, listen, right? The word Europe, right? People think Europe,
Okay.
but it's really pronounced Europe.
Okay.
Cause there was a woman, Queen Europa, and she was a black woman. It was all black people who ran it. Like Irish people were black at one time.
Mhm.
The English people were black at one time.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But since they killed them off and they took over the land, now there are issues. Like how they
Like Jewish.
whoa, don't say too many words. So all we want, you got it right.
I'm just saying. I
Right.
was just-
But you know how we know we know how that goes. So we gonna keep that on the minimum. But
okay.
any issue that you see in today's language is because someone took it over and became like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was called in our history books or when we was in school, it was called the Dark Ages
Right.
because they wasn't doing nothing at that time. And then we learned with the Renaissance, and the Renaissance means the rewriting. They rebirth.
Right.
Yeah, they rewrote history. The rebirth.
Even our U.S. history with Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
Rewriting, taking all the information, burning it, and basically a lot of our American history that we learned in the school based off of books his whole catalog.
Who is this again?
Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson. Okay. Okay.
Well, you know, I believe it was the Dark Ages or whatever, but it was a point in time where this was, I guess, during Europe's rise to power and all that, where they was actually going and taking all of the original paintings that was made of the saints and all the people that all the prophets and everybody
And
in the Bible
destroying
and
them.
the depictions of them as in their actual forms as black men, and then took that shit and destroyed it and then had it redone. You know what I mean? And that's how.
The film.
That's how. The painter, the
Right.
Mona Lisa and all that.
Yeah.
That's how he got the contract to go ahead and come up with using, coming up with the face for Jesus and all that
His
shit.
nephew.
No, it
or
was
his
his gay
son.
lover. You talking about Caesar Borgia? Yeah. That was his son, not his gay lover.
No, he.
That was killing motherfuckers.
Oh no, I thought that posed for the picture. I thought that was his nephew that posed for the picture of Jesus.
I'm sorry. What's the painter's name?
Michelangelo.
Leonardo da
I
Vinci.
said Michelangelo. That's what I'm talking about.
In churches.
Okay.
Da Vinci was in love with this man named Caesar Borgia. All right, and Caesar Borgia was the son of Pope Alexander VI.
Wait, we're not basing this off of the Netflix.
No, this was real
film, right?
history.
Okay,
This is real history.
I just wanted to be sure because, I watched this series
The
on about the
The
Borgias.
Borgia, that's the first crown family.
Yeah.
All right, you
Yeah.
see how. Okay, so you see how Caesar Borgia killed his brother-in-law to have sex with his sister. You know what I'm saying? So they was on some wicked shit anyway, and he was a cupcake.
And you make this
You know what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
the
And
face of Jesus.
they made him the face of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So even in the scriptures it said there should come another Christ.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about that. The prophets. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Every prophet in that book is black.
Yeah, just like the women.
Yes.
My children's grandmother, and I love her dearly, Mrs. Wilson. She gifted me in 2005 a Bible, and it's called Women of Color, and it points out all of the women. Like, this was the first time actually that I was able to read and understand. It is such a good devotional Bible. All of the black women in the Bible, that when you just go to Sunday school, even though our Sunday school teachers were black, African American, brown, whatever we want, Negro women, colored, whatever, they did not pick up or specify that, Ruth was a black woman, or a woman of color, or what have you. Well,
Once her Israelite husband passed away, she came back to the land of Judah, and she married another man, another Israelite, and served under doing the commandments. But it was another one. I think about the name of Elizabeth, right?
Well,
and
what I was saying,
I'm
just
sorry.
basically, I don't know how you were taught in the Catholic Church.
oh no, I ain't gonna tap. I got out of that.
I'm just saying, as a child.
Oh
as a
yeah,
child,
I was
how
confused.
we were taught.
Ooh, Lord.
Being confused, like we just always assume, like seeing Jesus as white. And even though we were taught that he had,
Yeah.
like hair of wool and feet bronze,
Couldn't
skin
see it.
of bronze, and, we didn't equate that. Like, that's the craziest type
I
of
did. I
blonde.
Couldn't see it at
I
all.
did.
It's crazy.
Yes.
How but the
I
pictures
said something ain't
and the
wrong with
little
this picture.
I was
VBS,
brainwashed.
the VBS booklets, and the Vacation Bible School booklets, it always showed this beautiful white,
And all the
man
angels
with
are
his
white
hair
and
and all the
shit,
little
and
kids
babies
around
with
everything
them.
holy is
pampers on
white.
and wings and shit.
Yeah,
to the
everything
Bible.
holy, everything
Go
good
to
was
a
white.
black church
Everything
that
dark,
everything was
scary
black.
was
I
black.
Didn't, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't see that.
But you know what?
What church
Every-
was that?
Ev-
But First United Baptist Church down the bottom.
Every church in America came from a white man. Every religion in America It's coming from a white man.
Yep.
So it's the same doctrine from the slave master. What he told the slave master to say, the slave master told the slave to say, it's still carried on to this day that Jesus
That's why
loved
it's not about
everybody,
religion
loved
anymore,
everybody.
It's about faith. The world had to stop being about a religion a long time ago. That's why there are so many different religions. It's not about if you have a religion. It's about if you have faith. Like, what do you believe?
Let's say I got faith in the trash can. People believe in a rock. It's people actually will go over to a land and they walk around a rock and they bow down onto it and they kiss the rock. You know what I'm saying? And they say when you kiss the rock, they take away their sins.
Yep.
And they say Assalamu alaikum.
See, unfortunately, God gave us something a long time ago called free will. So they got the right to believe in whatever they believe in. I have a different approach when it comes to God and religion. And a lot of people don't agree to it, but it is what I believe. I believe in God, and I believe a man by the name of Jesus did die for my sins. However, I don't practice any religion.
Do you believe that Jesus rose the third day?
Do I believe that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I
But
do.
I definitely, but I definitely, but I,
so
I
my
don't know, I wasn't
interpretation,
there,
my
but I definitely
interpretation.
believe that this man definitely died.
I believe he definitely died. I just
Definitely
believe it
died.
took
Did
him
he
3 days to die.
Did he die? Did he die?
And his
It
bu-
did
for all-
take 3 days to die.
but did he, I'm gonna ask you this:
Yeah,
Did he die
did.
for all
Then
man?
the
Did he,
spirit
did he
rose.
die for everybody on the earth?
Do I believe that?
Yeah.
I believe yes.
Why? Why would he die for everybody on the earth?
Because we're all.
When his, wait. Why would why
Bullied.
wait? We actually
Period.
But his father had enemies,
Wait.
which he had enemies.
right. Why would he if he had wait if
So
he
why he dying for them?
Christ was the man, right? He was the man,
Burn your
and he had 12 disciples. His disciples was his 12
Yeah,
bodyguards.
his homies.
All right, his
His
bodyguards. So he needed these bodyguards because it was rough out there for him. All right. So if he's preaching to his people, he's not preaching to everybody in the world. If he going to his preaching and preaching to his people, right? How can he die for everybody in the world?
God said, "Go reach all nations."
No,
All
he
nations.
talking about all 12 of them
All
nations
But-
of
but-
Israel.
Yeah, the nations. See that's the
That's
He
what
talk
people-
about this nice made up new.
Yeah, he not talking about go over to
More
Russia
enslavement
and
type
yeah,
shit
you know
that
what I
we
mean.
taught.
See, look. Listen what happened.
Try to have
I'm
dinner
gonna
with-
give you a little briefing real quick. All right, because this gets you. Because I can see that we go to church, but we're not actually taught the Bible.
Yeah.
All right. So this I'm gonna give you. I studied the Bible. Okay. All right. The children of Israel. We are the children of Israel. Okay. We just don't know who we are.
Right.
All right. In ancient times, okay, the 12 tribes of
Yeah, the
Israel.
ants.
All right. It was you had
Yeah, the
Abraham,
descendants of the children of
Isaac,
Israel.
and Jacob. And Jacob had 12 sons. And the 12 sons are the patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? Which make up the blacks, Latinos, the Native Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians. We're all the same people. We're actually cousins.
Yeah.
All right, on this earth, but we're taught that we're not because they separate us through slavery.
Yeah.
Okay? So the 12 tribes were all together at one time. All right? And after King Solomon died, a man named Jeroboam took over. And it was conflict between the 12 tribes. So you had they broke in half. So you had the northern tribes and the southern tribes. All the northern tribes were all like the Native Americans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, all the Latinos. All right, they were all upset with the southern tribes. The southern tribes was the Haitians, Jamaicans, and us, the blacks. All right, we make up with the Trinidadians. Well, that's the tribe of Benjamin. So
Right.
They go in with the Jamaicans.
they going with
Right.
they going with the Jamaicans. We're all the same people. Okay, so. But we're the head tribe. We're the tribe of Judah. We're the head tribe of all the tribes. Okay? And the northern tribes, the Puerto Ricans, they're the head tribe of all the northern tribes. All right? So when the northern tribe broke off from us, they went into adultery. They started being like the other nations, studying their different guys and being with their women. When it's a sin for our people to even be with other women. It's a sin for you to be with a white man or be with an Asian man or African man or Arab man because you have so many different men to choose from. You have
got a
12
world
tribes.
that tells you
It's
it's
part of your
okay.
nation. It's part of
You
your
got
nation.
time running
Right.
around.
Us, we're not. We're,
Whew.
we're not allowed the same thing. We're not allowed to. We're not supposed to. It's part of the commandments not to mess with another woman. We have black women. We have Puerto Rican women. We have all these different varieties of women to deal with in our tribes to deal with. Why would we want another heathen from a different nation to deal with? But the northern tribe, they went into adultery. So when they started mixing in with the other people, that's why you see that the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, they're still light skinned to this day because they blended with the other people. All right. So when Christ came about, when he came about and he was preaching on this earth, he was trying to reach out, and Paul and everybody else, they were trying to reach out to that northern tribe, who they called, that the southern tribe called them Gentiles. He said, yo, you got to bring them back in so we can all be one. Because if I showed you the Bible right now and showed you in Revelations chapter 22 or 21 verse 12, it's going to tell you that the wall is going to describe heaven. And it's only going to be for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's what Christianity don't teach. They'll say the whole 144,000. So you're talking about all these billions of Christians on this earth and only 144,000 are going to make it to heaven?
Right.
That's some
They don't break
BS
it
right there.
down.
They don't break it down. They're not breaking down the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They're not really going there and telling you what the
'cause
real
you
deal
sounding
is.
like
Hey, man,
Pastor
a lot of
Pat
times
right
that shit
now.
is
I'm not
literal,
pastor.
like,
What?
What it
I'm
is,
just
it's
saying,
our
you-
history.
real is gay.
Right, but yeah,
Yeah, knowledge is key.
it's key.
Yeah.
I learned that from Rakim. He said, "You bet you better
Because
know the ledge."
what I'm saying is, because when you go into a lot of the churches or into the Bible studies, you know, it's all religious and hoopty hollering, whoo, you
But-
know,
but
nobody
I'm not
is breaking
religious,
it
though.
down.
We
but that's
not
because
religious.
they don't understand it.
Yeah. Like right now, if you took
You
your phone
know,
out right now and
because it's
you
not for
said yokes of
everybody.
iron in your phone, YOKES of iron in your phone, the Bible's going to come up. Because that's your people. But we
Wait,
don't
say
know.
that. I'm sorry.
If you put up yokes of iron in your phone right now, the Bible is going to come up. It's going to show a Native American and a black man with yokes of iron in their neck, and the Bible strip is going to be on top of it.
where it talks about how that's going to happen to you.
Know how it happened to the children of
Yeah.
Israel because they didn't do God's commandments and how they were going slavery on ships
Yep.
because they
Return to
didn't do
Egypt.
God's commandments.
Say that again. Why?
YOKES, yokes of iron.
Iron.
Yep.
Yeah.
IRON. Yep.
Yoked up.
Your people gonna show. Watch. Why your people show up? Let me see. Damn, it's crazy. Bam. The
Yokes
Bible
of
comes
iron.
up all the time, man. Because everybody knows who we are. We just don't know who we are. Like you said, Jewish earlier. We're the real Jews.
Nowhere in the Bible.
Nowhere.
No,
They talk
no.
about the Jews.
It's like you don't see Christian
No,
I'm not
nowhere.
going to talk
Or
about
Seventh-day
Christ.
Adventists.
or
or
Muslim.
Baptists.
Right.
None of that's in there. Like you said, it's all started from man.
No.
It's just the way we're
But
taught.
the Muslims, if I'm not mistaken, they have their own 12 tribes that come from that they're a part of.
They had they come from
Sunnis
Ishmael.
and-
Yeah, they come from
They had
Ish.
and they got a blessing too. They will have 12 princes and they will be rich and they will be multiplied. You see, they have a great nation.
Yeah, look
Now, they
where
got all the
it's-
oil and
it's
everything. They
good.
got
That's right.
bread.
The richest nation.
You know what I'm saying? They
of that in
blessed.
Africa.
They said also God blessed the white man with the sword. You see, he got all kinds of weapons of
Military
destruction and
weapons,
everything.
yeah.
He's always ruled everywhere he went, destroy and take over the land.
Conquer.
Right. And he gave us a curse because we didn't want to keep his commandments. But I swear to you, if we keep his commandments, everything will be reversed. Because it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So our ancestors are waiting for us to do the right thing. Just come out of this whoredom. To come out, I'm not even trying to preach right now, but we gotta come out of all this shit we doing. Especially we are not we
This is the
right
last
there.
leg.
Yeah, we trying to live a better life. So why not live it right?
Right.
Well, the thing about it is part of this is that we love our sin. I love smoking weed.
So
I love women. I mean, I'm you know,
So check it, right? So based on everything he said, right, going forward, my goal, or I'm gonna take it as it's gonna be our goal, but this is something that that I'm going to do, is find ways, different ways through entertainment and things to that nature to get these messages out to the youth coming up beyond us.
Yeah.
So that what we understand is common knowledge is not common knowledge to the average person. We make it readily accessible. You know what I mean? In a way like a cartoon or a way that you can understand the story and realize that we talking about you and your people and where you come from. We are kings. So when I speak of the word niggas, I'm talking about kings. I'm talking about my brothers as kings. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
In no way disrespectful. If a white man call me that, I might fuck around, cut your fucking neck off. But outside of that,
So why can't you just say niggas?
I just everybody is king. When I see one brother, what's up,
Right.
King? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
if I see a sister,
versatile.
hey
with
sister,
it,
how
you know
are
what I
you?
mean? I go with
I'm
the
not saying
swing
you
of it.
personally, but just, why is it that?
Because I don't see it. I see it as a word
Wow.
of empowerment. So I don't look at it in a negative way. And if I say it to somebody that's offended for them, then cool. I ain't never gotta say it to them
If I
again.
do use it, I'm saying it in a joking way, like this
Right,
nigga right
right.
here, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
something like that.
right.
But I don't never say, like, what's up, my nigga. I try not to. I try to refrain from that.
Right, and I know that I absolutely understand that when one is saying it, like when we say it to each other, like just like with females, like bitch, let me tell you, like even though it's, could no man be like bitch, whatever. We say it as a term of endearment.
Not bitch.
Or,
I-
no,
I-
or,
No, I
or
don't use
nigga.
that word at
No,
all.
that's
That's a-
men. That's men. I'm talking about women. How women talk to each other.
right.
Like no,
But I
once
think
upon a
y'all word
time.
is
Once
worse
upon a
than
time.
niggas.
No, yeah, absolutely. Once upon a time, I remember being in cosmetology school.
Excuse
Gotta
me.
And
get-
this
we,
girl-
got, we got like 3 minutes left.
Real quick, I remember being in cosmetology school, and this girl, was like, talking to me in general. We was busting it up, and she was like, "Cause bitch," and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "What you call me?" And everything turned negative because I didn't consider myself a bitch. I'm not a dog, or however.
That's a harsh word.
People get
If
power to
if
words.
a
so
grown
you have to
man,
be
if
careful
a
about how
grown
you
man
delivery is when you use
in
it.
the wrong situation call me a bitch, it's more than likely to get very ugly. Because I'm a confrontational type boy. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like I just try to do everything with respect. You know what I mean? If the way I look at it, and I mean, it's kept me here to this point. I've been here long enough where, you know what I mean, my way kind of been working. But the way I look at it is, as long as I give you respect, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to do nothing outside of the norm, but I'm going to respect you.
Right.
As long as I do that, and it's mutual, then we can have an understanding and move forward,
Right.
regardless of how that's going to be. Friends, associates, whatever. But as long as it's respect. So, you know what I mean? Let's just be respectful as a people. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But, so it's been a great episode. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got the ladies coming in here with us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, feel special.
And next week we gonna talk about couples talk or just singles talk.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What's the dating life and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a little something under my belt.
You know what I mean?
You do.
We need couples tips and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, I like that type
I
of stuff.
mean, I told you, I've never used Viagra, even when I probably should.
The last time I tried a Viagra, that shit got stuck in my neck and my shit
Oh,
still stiff to this week.
Oh,
My shit's
no.
stiff. My neck
See,
is stiff
Pharma
as shit.
ain't right.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
I
saying?
never.
Pharma ain't right.
Yeah.
And it was all for sex and sinning. Listen.
I know
So, nah,
multiple
I don't-
people.
I
don't-
I know
I took-
multiple people
I
that
practice
died
abstinence. I
from
don't-
Viagra.
I
You
don't
was
do that.
lying?
Yeah, I
I'ma
was
leave
playing.
that shit
I think I
alone.
got stuck in my. It got stuck in my neck. I got stuck in my throat and my neck was stiff.
Oh, you stupid.
You know what I mean? But yo, since we
what
can't
was
say
like-
nigga, can we
Went over my head.
give
Oh
me,
my
a- give me
God.
one of them Vigors? All right,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking that being as
Give me
though
one
we
of them bigger
give
so
me
I
one
can
of
have a
them
boner
Vigors.
dance.
Give me one of them goddamn Vigors. I'm gonna take that shit right here.
Have a boner dance.
A cup of coffee.
Vigorous.
All right, y'all.
But
Hey, it's been real,
you know what I
man.
mean? We thank y'all for
I
listening. And,
got to go.
coming in and-
No
to
doubt,
the
man. No doubt. It's
bathroom.
been
yeah, the
real.
handles. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm
man.
Bangwood 215,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
This is sick. This is Pack Money 215.
I'm Mayor Stinger Bell. Bell.
Stinger like a bee.
That's right.
Like a Scorpio.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
And she don't have a handle. She just little cuz.
See you.
And see you.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me to sit down.
Sit Put your hands down so they can see you.
Yeah.
Let's see
Hey,
that
man.
big ass stomach.
Peace until
It's
next
like
time,
a stomach
man.
on somebody's forehead
Until
trying
next
to get
time,
mad.
man. We want
Boink.
People on stage.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's a wrap.